lecture 4, we created a simple circuit in which an LED blinks on and off. The Arduino sketch that drove the circuit simply wrote a high or low value to the digital output pin 9, and the LED was turned on or off accordingly. What we want to do now is to make the LED not blink but fade on and off. We will be keeping the exact same circuit, and we only change the sketch to make this happen. Here is a new sketch, slightly modified from the sample in the Arduino IDE, which you can load by going to File, Examples, 01 Basics, Fade. The most important difference between this sketch and the one in Lecture 4 is that we now use analog write instead of digital write. While digital write can only output a high or low value, analog write allows us to output any value from 0 to 255, or to be more precise, any of 256 voltage levels from 0 to 5 volts. The higher the voltage on the pin to which the LED is connected, the brighter the LED will be lit. In the loop function, we first set the brightness of the LED using the analog write function by setting the pin to which the LED is connected, and the brightness. Brightness is a global variable of type integer that was initialized to be 0 when the program starts. So, the first time that the program runs in the Arduino, this instruction will look like this: analog write, parenthesis 9, 0, end parenthesis. The next instruction, we calculate a new value for the brightness. The new brightness is equal to the old brightness plus the fade amount, the value stored in another global variable that we set to be 5 in the very start of the program. So the first time the program runs, this instruction will look like this: brightness equals 0 plus 5. Therefore, brightness will now become 5. Next, we use a control structure to determine if we have reached a limit for the brightness, either the low limit, 0, or the upper limit, 255. If we have, then we switch the sign of the fade amount variable. The effect is that if the LED was becoming brighter because the fade amount was positive, then once it reaches its brightest setting, when brightness equals 255, then fade amount will be changed to its negative, -5, and brightness will start moving towards 0. In the statement, if parenthesis brightness equals to 0, and notice here the double equal sign, which tests for equality and is not an assignment, or, which is denoted by the two vertical lines, brightness equals to 255, end parenthesis, the part with the parenthesis is called a condition. So, in our example, whatever is between the curly brackets will be executed if either brightness is 0 or brightness is 255. This concludes the lectures in Section 1 of our course. In Section 2, we will look into various sensors that allow your Arduino project to take measurements from the world around it. But before moving on, be sure to try out the questions for Lecture 5.